Guys, the two-speed issue with the Ryft. It doesn't want to engage one way or the other. I figured out how to make it work. And it works on both the plastic and the Vitavon case. Take a look. If you've got the two-speed stuff in your Ryft, then you already know how to get to that transmission. So I'm just simply going to get the thing out. As you can see with mine, the tip actually broke off. So yeah, that was on this pin right here. So yeah, just take that pin out. It really doesn't do anything because so long as that is riding in here where it's supposed to be, this actual shifter is supported on both ends. It seems to do fine. This is the only one I've ever seen with this extra pin in there, and I really don't think it needs it. And this problem, I do want to say, I have seen guys post up on the Facebook groups and with the stock plastic as well as the Vitavon case. I mean, this is an oversight on Axial's part. When Vitavon made this case, they made it to the same tolerances, same internal dimensions, and all that stuff as the stock case. But the issue is going to be right here. You can see how that's got a little bit of a work on it, like a little bit of shaving on it. And what I did, there isn't enough travel for this. Get all this in there. Going side by side, there isn't enough travel like this, and you have to take some of that shoulder off right there. Once you take the shoulder off, then you have enough travel to where you can get full engagement of both the high and low range gears. And I'm going to show you guys how I actually did this. This is a hardened metal. Although it is still fileable, you might want a little bit of something a little bit more to take care of that. And if you're going to use a Dremel with one of these, or any other style cutting wheel, you really don't want to put your hands down there at all. So this is what you're going to want right here. And if you're going to use a Dremel, make sure you hold this with some kind of pair of pliers or something. That cutoff wheel, it doesn't matter what kind of cutoff wheel you use, it's either going to cut you if you catch your finger, or the heat will actually burn you. This thing does get hot. When you go to put this back on, see that little ring, I guess you could say, make sure that goes into the groove right there. If you put it on backwards, well, that bottoms out in the case and you still won't be able to get the travel you need. So you just simply put it back on like this, and you go all the way down to it, all the way in, all the way down in there, and you should have plenty of clearance. If you find that you still don't have quite enough clearance for that second gear, what you've got to do then, you can take like a tapered reamer and put it into there and actually open that up so you can get that back into the case. So if you need even more, you can actually get some of this out of the way and bring it all the way back. As far as this goes, most of this grease is pretty much going to fling off as soon as I really step on that throttle. As far as this piece goes right here, if you've broken or severely rounded those off, I'm not sure if you can actually get just this piece. You may have to get an entirely new low gear set, just to get this one piece. Mine still looks good enough to use. With everything back together, I want to show you guys just how much travel I have here. And I want you to see when we're into neutral, which is right there. And now we're going to get into the high gear. Now that is tooth on tooth, but watch this. Look at how much engagement I have. I have probably over 1 millimeter of engagement. All right, now we're back into neutral, and first gear is going to be the same thing. All right, there we go. We're on it right there. Look at all that engagement. Now, I took the calipers and I did my best to measure how much travel I actually have here to get everything to go. And it was right at 5.5 millimeters overall travel for the entire shift fork inside. So I just thought I would point that out to give you guys a little bit of a measurement. I want you guys to see all the travel and everything we got. Right now we're into neutral. There's your high speed right there. Good solid engagement. And here comes the low speed right there. Again, good solid engagement. I'm using the FlySky GT5 radio on this. And here's the setup. I'm just using channel 4. That is high speed, neutral, and that is low speed. So that's just kind of the way this one is set up. You can reverse this if you want to where that's high speed and back to low speed. Either way, perfectly fine. The endpoints for low speed is 25% and high speed is 24%. So yeah, not a lot of servo travel. Now as far as the driving portion goes, it's just a very easy part. There's no need to beat this thing up. This is first gear, second gear. And when you get back into first gear, you got to throttle it up. Everything is engaging good. Second gear. Notice I'm kind of rolling just a little bit. I'm not really under power. Now this is second gear. Look at the stick. You guys can see it's holding. There's no skipping anywhere. Even the diffs are happy. So that's pretty much all I really need to show you guys. Now that was a shift down into first. This is a shift up. Rolling, but I was not under power. Now, I do gotta warn you, shifting like that while you're driving, if it's under power, you really can tear some stuff up. Second gear, first gear, you heard that one. Second gear, first gear. Oh, flipped it. Even trying to be nice to it. Well, hopefully that'll help out some of the issues that I've been seeing with the transmission. Again, if you're going to use a Dremel, make sure you use some pliers. Don't use your fingers to hold that. Yeah, because I had the cutoff wheel, okay? Say you have the grinder stone or anything like that. Just really, even the grinder stone will add a lot of heat to it. You know, just think safety when you're going to do that, okay? At the transmission, where that little ring goes into it, you can take like a little tapered reamer or possibly even a drill bit, as long as you're real careful, and actually put that back into the case. And this works on the plastic case as well. So you can use that and get more travel to that second. Looking at that little collar, there is kind of some wear, especially on the corners. So hopefully it'll work out for me. If not, I'm probably going to have to buy a whole nother low range gear set for this thing. It is what it is. And who knows, I may be able to work on what I've got and make it work. But anyway, guys, in that description, we'll put links to the 2-speed gear set and to all kinds of stuff on this Ryft right here. So make sure you check that out. I'll put links to all of it. Guys, check that description. Use those links. Make sure you're subscribed, and thank you all for watching. Guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. So, in the description, there's a link to become a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, it's a very simple $2, $5, $10, or if you really got some money, $25 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel. So, get that, and I am doing monthly giveaways for members only, so you might want to consider it. So, guys, use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you all for watching.